Hey everyone, it's John here from MCKAY back with another video, and this video is going to be on the Rangers getting fined $250K by the National Hockey League and Pavel Buchnevich getting suspended for 1 game for his cross-check to the face of Anthony Mantha. Hey, let's go for another rant. Why don't we? Because the National Hockey League, the Department of Player Safety, George Parros, Gary Bettman, hello, what are you doing? Please subscribe if you're new, smash the like button. I'm not going to promote too much, but hey, thank you for all the support. I appreciate it. Definitely leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let's start with the fine, right? Let's start with the fine. The National Hockey League announced today that the New York Rangers have fined $250,000 for their public comments on Tuesday, May 4th. Public comments of the nature issued by the Rangers that were personal in nature and demeaning of a league executive will not be tolerated, said NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. While we don't expect our clubs to agree with every decision rendered by the Department of Player Safety, the extent to which the Rangers expressed their disagreement was unacceptable. It is terribly unfair to question George Parros' professionalism and dedication to his role in the Department of Player Safety. Wow, that last line, what a joke. I will say, I expected a fine. I mean, you look at the Rangers statement, go back to my other video. Yeah, a fine was coming. We knew that. $250K is fat. And I will say this. It's a joke that you throw $250K for the Rangers and you only throw $5K of a discipline for Tom Wilson's actions. Wow. Let's look at the next part here. Pavel Buchnevich has been suspended for 1 game for high-sticking Washington Capitals' Anthony Mantha. Let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, that cross-check got nothing. And Pavel Buchnevich forfeits over $28,000. And yes, if he's smart, next time he'll just throw someone's helmetless head onto the ice and save himself $23K. Hey, you know what? You're going to get some comments, and I'll see some comments of people saying, well, his head didn't actually hit the ice. You know what I'll say? You look at Tom Wilson's, that whole scene of events, and then you look at the one cross-check from Buchnevich, where I've seen many cross-checks and scrums get a little shot right to the face after a whistle. No suspension. So my point in this is, and I said it during my live stream, fine Buchnevich, send a message, do what you want. But if there's a suspension, like if there's actually the message of suspending this guy after you gave just a little 5K slap to Tom Wilson for his actions, and not even like talking about, not even addressing the Panarin issue, there's a huge issue, right? I mean, who cares about the suspension in the bigger, like, picture of things? Because Buchnevich, they said he's out for the rest of the year anyways. He's just going to sit out. So, like, my problem with this is just it goes back to the consistency, but it goes back to, like, priority, and it goes back to safety of the player. Like, are we really suspending a guy for a cross-check that actually happens a lot more than what we saw from Tom Wilson? Like, I have people in the comments and people on Twitter telling me that what Tom Wilson did with Panarin happens a lot. When does that happen? Tell me when someone grabs someone's hair. Tell me when someone ragdolls a star player around. I get it. Panarin jumped on the guy. We understand. I specifically said on the live stream, and I honestly should have recorded that part and included it in this video, but I'll repeat exactly what I said. Panarin jumped on Wilson. Wilson can respond. I am so okay with Wilson turning around, get him across the glass, maybe face wash him a little bit, give him a shot. After that helmet comes off, and yes, Tom Wilson took his helmet off, you do not grab the guy by the hair, shake him down, where his head easily could have been cracked onto the ice. That's my argument, and that's what I will keep arguing, and I'll die on that hill, because honestly, knowing the game of hockey, you guys can understand. Tom Wilson can respond without going as far as he did. You can grab Panarin. Buddy, you just jumped on my back. Grab his jersey. Throw him against the glass. Give him a couple face washes. Give him a couple shots if you want. But when that helmet comes off, especially when it's not a fair fight, you do not grab the guy in a vulnerable spot and bring him down the way he did. Don't tell me otherwise, because there were so many other ways Wilson could have been fired up and did shit with Panarin in the corner that didn't result in grabbing the guy's hair and bringing him down. That's where I'm going with this. So the fact that he gets a suspension here, Buchnevich, for a cross-check that has happened before in the last few years without a suspension, what kind of message are you sending? Tell me what message you're sending. George Parros, the Rangers spoke facts. I'm sorry, he said it on a podcast. He said it on an interview with Andy Strickland. You're talking about the GMs and players. I'm telling you right now, there's definitely GMs and players, many GMs and players right now that are saying you're not fit for the job. The Rangers made a statement. So if you're going to say that you don't want the job anyways, if players and GMs feel that way, then walk away. Or do the job properly, or be in communication with that, because there's no way you can look at consistency. I get it. You don't succumb to the public pressure. But this shit is sending mixed messages left and right, and the consistency is an absolute joke. There is no consistency right now. The National Hockey League, inconsistent. That's the definition right now. And I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of, oh, that happens every other game. There was no evidence to suggest he grabbed the player's hair. There was no evidence to suggest what? You can get some frames going. And what? Is this the jersey? No. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's 1 game. I don't care if it's 5. You just sent a shit message that you're suspending Buchnevich for a cross-check. That, again, I agreed with him getting kicked out of the game. And I think that's also the problem here of on-ice officiating. The fact that Buchnevich got the misconduct and Wilson stayed in the game long enough to stay, well, he stayed in the game to get the empty netter. He stayed in the game the rest of the time. And then, I mean, we talk about suspect stuff. Oh, Tom Wilson, upper body injury, didn't return to the Wednesday night's game. Man, we're talking about transparency here just not existing. It's just not existing right now. And honestly, I'm still waiting for George Parros to, hello, get behind the mic and maybe speak to the public. I have a lot of respect for players, executives, the National Hockey League, but right now it's a shit show and it's an embarrassment. And I don't think anyone, as fans right now, I don't think anyone can talk about this league being consistent and this league being fair. Double standards are being thrown left and right now. I'm not happy with this at all. I'm not. And honestly, shit better change. And I don't want to see this mess in the playoffs. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment if you like this kind of content. Hopefully I'll see you around in the playoffs, live streams, videos, all that. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.